So yeah, good
Yes,
morning.
ma'am. Yes, very good morning. How are you, ma'am?
I'm doing great. Thank you for asking me. What about you?
Yeah, I'm also good. And I'm very excited also for because today I'm going to connect with you, very experienced person. And today I hope I learn many things from you.
I have no that much experience. I'm just doing everything. It is my initial stage, I can say. And
Yeah,
for the
it's okay.
second time, I'm connecting on YouTube, with you. So I'm also glad for having you.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. That's why I'm telling you. Because you are the initial days. That is mean I will learn something new idea of yours. Right. Especially in the initial times, so the beginner try something different to other. That is mean it would be really specific for me to learn,
Ex-
right? That's why I said you. Okay, ma'am.
Yeah,
So, hmm, how long have you been working over your communication skills, may I know?
it's just a month, I can say that. Previously, I was not talking that much, but
Mm-hmm.
recently I started talking, and especially on video call, this is quite difficult because now it's my initial.
Mm.
Previously, I was just talking by myself. I was practicing a lot, and I was talking on audio call. That is, I am
Yeah, ma'am.
habituated now. But for video call, I think now I'm practicing and I'm feeling quite good and
Yeah.
improved.
Yes, ma'am. You're right. Ultimately, ma'am, you have to talk, yeah, even interact with the people face to face. So you have
Exactly.
to make, yeah, you have to just make your habit by having like that conversation. That is called reality conversation, right? An audio call, everyone can talk, hardly because there is no requirement of having your face expression and etc. That is a requirement, especially by showing your appearance, your confidence, right?
True, true.
So that's why. And nowadays, ma'am, I'm helping to the many students, beginners, persons who indulge self in this field to improve their skills at home. Because I
Exactly.
also belong to Bihar state in village area. You
Village
can see
area.
my
Same
village.
here, same here. I'm also belong to village area. It means tea garden area.
Hmm.
So I'm also helping people. I started learning English and I understand that in my area no one speaks English. I didn't get environment. So I thought that why not I will start teaching. I'm learning, but I felt that I can teach. So I started teaching also and I'm studying also.
Yes, ma'am, you're right. And you have a great quality. I can understand. I can observe your quality. You can teach many of them because it's a determination. What you determine yourself, like you what you want to create, what character you want to create around the persons, right? So if you creating as a character of teacher for the beginner students, that would be really honored for all of them for having a good teachers.
And like I'm also a student and I'm teaching students, those who are from college students and those who are like school and women also I teach. So I
Wow.
felt that okay. They even tell me that ma'am you look like a very friend or not like ma'am. And so you are teacher. We can't believe in a first day when I start teaching. That time they don't believe. But when gradually I teach that time they say that okay you teach really well and you are a student and you look like what we can say young but you teach great like that they say. And I also feel that okay I also look like very young, so I don't know they will understand me or not that I teach English and I can teach even properly. I believe myself.
Of course, ma'am. That is your you can say inner strength. You can consider like if you have the better believe at yourself, you are really able to teach anyone. So it must become true. Okay, ma'am.
And also
Okay,
one
ma'am.
thing happened that like we initially we are learning English and we can totally understand that what should people learn and how they should learn. We can suggest them very properly because we are also learning and we can totally understand that.
Yeah.
In initial stage we can understand that where they are making mistakes and how can I suggest them. That is I can understand very well in the beginning if we are learning and also teaching. So
Mm.
I feel that actually.
Yeah, because the thing is that if you are putting yourself as a learner, that is mean you are just rid of many responsibility of yours, like grabbing the mistake of other, and your attention will be over on your mistakes only, not to other people, because you will be already considered like you're the learner. But as you putting yourself as a teacher, so you will have a lots of responsibility by grabbing your mistake as well as
Yes.
other also. Your
Yeah.
senses will be working as a oppositely, okay, of the
Hmm.
a student, yeah, even learner. So that is the benefit of yours to changing your mentality, thoughts, right, sensibilities. That's
Hmm.
why. So it's a very good to think like that, because think is everything. Whatever it's going to be a come to into your life because of your thoughts, what you consider before towards any kinds of skills, right, ma'am?
Ex- True, true.
Yeah. And by behaving as a friendly behavior to other, that is also the positive sign. So to by convincing any students in better manner, and students will be comfortable with you also for having the good teachers with the good manner also, right? That is a really great. Okay, ma'am. So I couldn't ask you about your introductions. Where do you live? Something.
Okay. So thank you for giving me this opportunity on your YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Sweta. I come from West Bengal, Jalpaiguri. Okay.
Hmm.
And as per my qualification, I have done graduation and currently I'm doing masters in English literature.
Wow, that's great,
Yeah.
ma'am.
And
Because
I'm
I
in
went
first
many
year
times.
now. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in first year now and as well as I started teaching. I'm learning English. At the same time I'm teaching and I have started YouTube channel also recently.
Wow.
So I'm talking with you. That's why
Mm-hmm.
I just want to improve my communication skills. So I'm connecting with people nowadays. So
Yes,
yeah,
ma'am.
like you, you are a
You are
YouTuber.
doing
So
well.
I'm talking with you, and I'm glad for that.
Yeah, basically, everyone are learning. I'm teacher. It doesn't mean like I'm only teaching. I'm also learning the different kinds of idea, methods of other, and
Mm,
I'm just addressing the weak point, exact situation of other, and what kinds of method it should be suitable for them. So I'm just
true,
delivered to all of them by gripping from a different kinds of persons. Okay, so these are
true.
I'm working. So you can consider I'm also learning.
Mm,
Okay,
yeah,
we
we all are learning, right?
yeah.
And apart from my studies, as I told you that I teach English and also started YouTube channel. And I can say that my hobbies, my interest, I'm into singing, singing and also traveling and learning new things. That's all about
Hmm.
me.
Of
Thank you
course,
for
ma'am.
asking.
Basically, if you establish any kinds of habit, yeah, even hobbies into your life, that would be really boosting you internally. Some of
Exactly.
time it will give you some kinds of a spark to do something else into your life. That will
Mm,
never start getting you boring. Okay, any of time. So obviously, every people should be establish some kinds of habit, yeah, any kinds of goals of life, so they can focus there and distract their
yeah.
attention of their financial problem, yeah, home situations, anxiety, yeah, any kinds of complication of life, right?
Mm,
Because we
exactly.
are human.
Yes. So, as
Yeah,
we are meeting for the first time, I would love to know about yourself. And I just recently watched your video. One video only I watched. So, could you introduce yourself?
yeah, why not, ma'am? It would be really honor for me. Basically, I belong to Bihar state, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
a teacher in private school, and
Oh,
as well as I'm running channel. So through I'm helping many of students, and as well as if I talk about my hobbies, so I like to traveling different kinds of places and learning new things. It's all
mm,
about you, man. Yes,
okay. So, you are a teacher.
yes.
Have you completed your graduation or master's?
Yeah, ma'am. Of course, I've completed my graduation, and in this time, I'm teaching younger student, like a primary. Yeah,
Okay, in school.
yeah, in private school.
Okay, I teach English in institute, not
Wow,
in. Yeah. It means this is our own institute, and like my sister run this institute, and here
okay,
I teach
okay, as offline.
offline and nowadays online also I'm trying. So yeah,
Yeah, yeah, of course. If you are trying that, doesn't mean it must become true. It's a
yeah.
becoming the reality gradually. Okay.
Actually, everything is new for me nowadays. Like starting online, offline, teaching, studying, learning new language. This, it's everything is new. But yeah,
Yeah,
I have been learning English, but for the starting on YouTube, this is new for me actually.
yeah. And you know why the beginner are having hesitation? Because of they indulge self in new background, new kinds
Mhm.
of skills at the in the first time. That's why the biggest reasons of by having the hesitation fumbleness, right? So it would take
Mhm.
some time to becoming the familiar of this situation multiple times, and after that you will have the confidence level much more than previous times, right?
Exactly.
This is the problems of hesitation.
So,
Okay,
your
ma'am.
English is quite like you speak really good. Can you tell me like how did you improve English and your journey
Yeah, of course,
in
ma'am.
brief?
Basically, ma'am, at the time I was just a study at my schools. So at that time, my one friend, they used to attend classes, okay, spoken classes. But at that
Okay.
time, I was indulged in a school, so I did not have I was not financially as much stronger as I expect. So my friends used to attend classes, so they always come to me and talk to me in this way. And I was having what I say like Samless, I was having very dull feeling while listening their speaking. So I was considering like how can I speak, how can I learn this language? Because I was considering as a subject of this only English, not a language. But I
Yes.
thought my friend is the just influencer for me nowadays. So I should be also learn, but how? Because I couldn't attend any classes at that time. So that's why I thought I have a smartphone. I would use this phone in better minutes, so I can learn many things. So I started to searching some kinds of methods, how to improve English. These are just usually things I used to addressing there. So finally, I got the idea of practicing self at first. At the beginning time, you need to just practice at yourself. So I just followed all the instruction of the one ma'am. Okay, she was a teacher, so I got the idea of there, and she used to say like, "Is the first time if you will speak, so obviously you will create many broken sentence. So do not defeat yourself. You are considering like you are how you learn your native language by observing the way of talking of other, and
Mhm.
gradually you are making the many mistakes while giving your answer to other. So the
Mhm.
same process you should be repeating by in this language also with you. So you need to kept going on for the longer. Obviously, by the passing of more of time of yours, you will get the improvement little bit gradually. Exactly, I do. I
Exactly.
become as a weird child and just followed the instruction of that ma'ams. Even I couldn't take any subscription of there. Offline, I just listened and followed. Okay,
Mhm.
decently, and I followed 1 month, 2 months. Then I got the improvement little bit. I just made some kinds of habit of using a general conversation with my friend, and many of criticizing me also. Like, why are you talking? Why don't you join my classes? There you can get the better guidance of teachers. There you can get lots of instructions that would really help you. But I was compiled by the situation of mine. That's why I couldn't. I kept going on after crossing the 6 month. I knew about the online applications, audio call. I
Okay.
maintained, I think, many conversation with the foreigner or different kinds of persons. And by that way, after crossing the 8 month, I got the idea of making video call, and I
Mm.
just start my journey. So this is my journey. Yeah.
Okay, like quite interesting your story is, you know.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
just, yeah, it was also same for me, but I didn't talk that much, like, you know, with audio call. I just practice by myself, and maybe I was practicing with only one friend. Like, you know, we
Hmm.
don't get proper on any app. Basically, what happened, we feel that they can be friend, but only once we can talk with them. So I make
Hmm.
one friend and I continue with that.
Okay. Yeah, ma'am.
Mhm.
Yeah, during conversation, I got many of friends. Many of fix the timetables, and according to time, they always call me and interacting with me. So,
Mhm.
by connecting with a multiple person, you will have the different kinds of ideas and methods to improving yourself and
Absolutely.
learning the behavior of other, observing the sensibilities of other. There are more possibilities can be the increases during learning. That's why
Mm.
you do
Yeah,
not depending on only the one person's, right? And
exactly.
by the having the absence of anyone similar to me in my village, I was depressed a lot. Like I'm a lone person there who obsessive
Mm.
internally to learn this language. Nothing
Mm.
else there. And instead of still in this time also, I'm only the single person in this in my area. So many of
Mm.
them are listening me. They start thinking about me over how they learn and asking me many questions like, would you take any classes? How could you speak without having an environment? I used to get
Mm.
many questions regarding of this matter.
Same
But
here with me also. Like they ask me like where did you learn? How can you speak English without having any environment?
yeah,
Because in our
somehow,
area it's very rural, I can say, right? Village area, like your
yeah,
area, like my area. So yeah,
yeah, because ma'am, especially in this area, like you couldn't expect for having ever at least their native language, they can speak well. Then how could I expect from having the good conversation in English by
hmm,
anyone, right? It's a big deal, right? And all of them as a consider only of this subject in the school. They are not seriously and positively they want to talk to in this way because they maintain all the situation of life their native language, right? So
for
that's why.
learning language we need dedication.
Yeah, I what I say like I thrown myself in my flame. You can consider fire a lot,
Hmm,
and I just heated myself a lot to improve this skill. And still, I'm very glad for having interaction with the different kinds of person. So it would be really pleasure for me, really.
exactly.
Because I remember when I used to listening a speech of other on the stage to sharing their story around the peoples very confidently, whatever manner through they want to say to their feeling around the person. At that time, I was get stuck internally, like how could I speak like that ever in my life without having the better guidance of any teachers? But nowadays, I'm having feeling like obviously I'm gradually reaching at that levels. I can
If
because
we have
without
phone, then we can definitely, right? We don't need any kind of course or anything.
yeah.
If you have dedication, then
Yeah,
phone
you
is
can
in.
consider. You're
Yeah,
right. Dedication, it will really give you the better strength and time to time motivating you, pushing you, and bringing you at the better track. You can consider. Even you will have the different kinds of situation of your life, complications, but instead of you can bring yourself on the right track, which is really necessary for your life, right?
exactly.
So in this time, ma'am, you can consider like many of learner influencing by me. Why? Because they as a consider about me like I belong to village area, but instead of I'm talking little bit good, so that's why.
Mm,
But I'm really glad because I'm becoming as a inspiration of all other peoples, right? So they can
exactly.
also learn. They also can struggle their own skills, right?
True.
Yes, ma'am.
Is
So,
there any
ma'am,
question for
yeah, of
me?
course. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like nowadays, what kind? How do you learn English? Like with the except of talking just like that. What do you do?
Um, like I started learning by watching videos. Okay.
Mm-hmm,
In the beginning, we don't know anything. We didn't get any environment or resources also. So when I was in college life, in first year, that time I completely done my schooling in Bengali medium. Okay.
mm-hmm,
So I didn't know about English, but when I went in college, that time I realized that okay, English I have to learn, and
mm-hmm,
how can I learn? The question came in my mind, and I started searching videos on YouTube, and yeah, from there I got to know that we can also learn English by watching videos, and lots of things are there for learning English. So I started reading also. First, I started listening, then I started
mm-hmm.
reading because it's good to read for the pronunciation.
Yeah.
So I started reading also, and my college studies I started reading, and then I started speaking.
Mm-hmm,
Listening and uh, reading I was doing, but one thing I didn't, that is speaking. Mostly if we will not speak, then we
yeah.
can't. Yeah, so I started speaking, but I was thinking that I was not getting environment. So where can I talk? So again on YouTube we get the information of when where we can talk or where we can get any platform for the speaking, especially. In the beginning, I was speaking by myself. I was recording video and
Mm-hmm,
making, yeah, I was trying, for the blog. I was making blog, like what I'm doing, my daily routine, and this kind of thing I was doing in the beginning. And then I started connecting with people. So there also I got to know that, yeah, if we will speak English, then we can definitely improve. Different people, we should speak with them, right? So I started talking. Otherwise, before college life, I was not talking that much with people. Yeah,
yeah.
only school and that's it. In the school
Yeah.
also,
Because according to
yeah,
me, ma'am, you were in a comfort zone of environment of schools, right? So
exactly.
if you really want to indulge yourself in any new kinds of skills of your life, so you have to just get ahead yourself from a distraction of in universe you can consider. If you
Mm-hmm.
involve yourself in the crowd of the more people, so by having the appearance of the crowd of people, always you influencing by them, and your mind will be stuck internally. They will never think different, right?
Mm-hmm.
Always if
Exactly.
you really want to do some kinds of different um, activities around the peoples more than anyone,
Mm-hmm.
always you have to just maintain distance from all of them, be alone, and then your mind will be starting working right as you want to be. This is the
Mm-hmm.
reality. In this time you can consider like Insta ID and Facebook ID and social media platform. It's only the distraction of the intention of the being. All a million of the students and many of the elder person also influencing by them. I think maximum time they spend there because of
Mm-hmm.
distraction you can consider, and they just stop their mind by observing other things which is, can be the really beneficial for future, right? So
Exactly.
yeah, so I always give the better opinion to others so they can get utilize their mind to do something else in life and develop their personality. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I was talking about my journey, right? So in that way, I started in my college life, and I was recording video.
Hmm.
It was also great thing to practice. I was not uploading, but I was recording only for my improvement. And
Hmm.
I was not practicing in front of mirror, but I was practicing in front of camera, because mirror is like I can't record. So yeah, if I could record, then what happened, I can see my mistakes, and also a lots of things. We can understand our body language and how we are
Yeah.
talking. A lots of things we can understand by recording. So I used
Hmm.
to do that. Okay. And yeah, most of the time I was speaking because speaking is mostly important in language. Because what happened in my school life, like I saw that everyone can write, everyone can read, but they can't speak. Because why? We're not speaking, we're not getting environment.
Yeah.
And we have the subject in school, that is English. We don't see as a language.
Hmm.
So yeah, that time what happened in school also, they don't teach as a language, they teach as a subject. So yeah, for the pass for the exam we just read English, and we can read and we can write. And if I like, I also saw that we were gaining marks a lot in English without speaking, without knowing language, but only reading and recalling all these things. We like gaining a lots of marks, but we don't know
Yeah.
about English. This happened in school life, right? Those
Hmm.
who are not English medium student, for them I'm talking about. So they can relate with that.
Hmm. Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously. Basically, according to me, there's no requirement, especially for having the environment. Okay.
Mhm.
If you determine yourself, so you can do anything. Right. We are giving any excuses of us, yeah, any problem, to other. Because of that reason, I'm not learning these the skills. So that is called excuse of yours. Yeah, you can consider this is your failure. You're unable to do any kinds of skill into your life. Right. So you do not give any kinds of opinion, yeah, any kinds of failure words to other. Okay, so they can
Okay.
thinking over about your failure, your weak point. Always willing to do some kinds of different action towards your goal. If you take action, only you can get the consequences. Oppositely of this skills. Okay, without taking any steps towards any kinds of goal, how would you get any kinds of consequences, result, right? So that's
Mhm.
why. That is called life, and without taking risks, you can't achieve anything into your life, right?
Yes. Without taking action is not possible to do anything. Like taking action is a great thing. Like when we take action, we always learn new things and we get opportunity there.
Yeah,
So yeah, I
and
also
especially
did.
God has a role, in the human life. Deliberately, literally, they will put a different kinds of situation into your life. So the beginner can build, internally of their self, by facing this kinds of difficult time to learning a different kinds of experience. So in future they can face and hold self and maintaining the balance of their family. If the any one member of their family is stuck in any bad situation, they can rid of this person in their own situation and they can solve their problems, right? So we are experiencing during facing the bad time into your life, right? This is
Exactly.
a call life you can consider. Okay, it's a very huge. If I'm mentioning, so it would take a lots of time, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
So I
but
was
you are really
talking
doing
about
well.
therapy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, in that way I can say I started learning. And now I teach, so there also I learn a lot of things. While teaching, it's great thing that we can learn a lot of things while teaching. So that's why I started teaching actually.
Yeah.
Because
Because
yeah, please say.
according to me, if you teach any student, that at that time your thought will be very opposite of your considering as a learner, as I mentioned before. So it
Mm,
is a really great step because if you are explaining to other, that is mean you are explaining yourself in detail
mm,
all the things. It would be fixing all the details into your mind and your subconsciousness addressing gradually all the things. That would be really remarkable, would be remembering into your mind, and by having the exact situation you can deliver these kinds of experience to other. So that is a really great way of exercising your mind by explaining to other. Okay, that's why
mm.
teacher always be a very good performance in life in more than any students. Why they are becoming much mature more than
Yes,
anyone? Because because they explaining other.
They
They
teach.
insisting self a lot, right?
Yeah,
But a student doesn't do like that because they always consider as a self like they are a student only.
student only.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they are not having any kinds of responsibility of self by
Yes.
making self good enough, any kinds
Yeah.
of skills. But teacher has a vital role, they have to just focus their attention both of sides. First, students part, their background, their ability, capability, how better they can understand my words, or as well as the syllabus also, and which manner they should be adopting by explaining to their students. What kinds of manner that would be really suitable for the students, they can easily understand what I'm saying to them. They have
Yeah.
faced, many challenges during
Exactly.
activities of theirs. That's why
For
you are
yeah.
taking
Yes. Say.
no, you are taking a lots of challenge, multiple challenge into your life. That's why you are becoming much educated and experienced person more than anyone,
Yeah.
right?
Yes, because we have to prepare for that. And as a student, if we learn what happened, okay, so I don't have any responsibility. Maybe tomorrow I will learn. We make like procrastination, We procrastinate, what we can say, we procrastinate ourselves actually. So
Yeah,
this happens in our school life or during student as a
of course.
student. But if we see as a teacher, then we have responsibility, and also we maintain ourselves. So this
Yeah,
is
we can't show any kinds of failure words. We can't give any excuses to other. Okay,
Mhm.
we have forcefully take the responsibility to fulfill all the requirement part of education field. Okay, because of that reason, we are gradually reaching at the better level in life. Okay, but students always depending on other. If other
Mhm.
people give me the solution, then I will take any action. Otherwise, I will be good enough. I will be enjoying my life. I don't care. This is the responsibility of others people about me. It is not mine. Considering just like that, that's why the students not much educated, becoming the much educated as they expected from life, right? So you can consider careless. You can consider.
Yeah, I don't know why they think like that. Like they are not serious actually at the time.
Yeah,
But when it
because
passed, that time they realize that, oh my God, I'm feeling regret now. I wish that I could learn at the time
yeah,
when age passed. So this
because
happened.
like because at that during that time, during learning of time, their education of time, they stop their mind, to thinking about any kinds of stuff. They only just make a fun and enjoying their life, indulging self with the group of peoples, making funny, like that activities only. Because
Exactly.
without taking responsibility of anything into your life, you can't be a good enough into your life. Why the people are becoming mature? Why the parents are much mature and very kind? Because of they have been holding their responsibility of life by maintaining the balance of life and as well as their kids' responsibility and all the member of their family. Responsibility will make you
Mm,
internally so much pure and accurate. Okay, according to time, and that will give you the tremendous amount of the experience of life that would ever help you in every kinds of situations. So that's why taking responsibilities are really great,
great
because
thing.
still you are taking as a responsibility of a teacher, so it's not a small deal, it's a really big deal. Okay,
Yeah. We feel
always you
that
just
taking
hmm.
responsibility. Yeah, say, what are you saying?
No, I'm telling you, like you always think, yeah, I'm doing well. Okay, your positiveness will really help you a lot to reliving your heart and giving you the motivation by working constantly over your skills.
Yeah.
Okay, because you are taking the responsibility of making the this like personality of million of students in future. This is the initial stage of yours. By the spending the big amount of time. Obviously, you will keep continue this process for the year. You even cross the year, right? So obviously, during the year, you will change the many of the lives, many of students' life by giving your instruction, ideas, methods, right? And obviously, the many of students by believing at you, by observing, adopting your methods, idea to improving self also, right?
Actually, you have great experience. I can feel that because you explain in a very great way. Okay.
Thank
So
you.
I appreciate that. You are
Yeah,
learning and you learn a lot of things that how to explain properly. This is also we should learn. So
yeah.
yeah, you are
I
explaining in a
told
great.
you. I told you the teacher has a multiple work and they have their own challenge, not others. You do not worry a lot what kinds of question I will get tomorrow by students. You just think what kinds of level preparation we have to done. So I will be willing for giving all the answer according to them. Right?
Mhm.
Yeah. Before having that kinds of challenge into your life, you need to prepare yourself before. That is called teachers. You know.
Yes,
So
I'm
I'm
trying to
always
be a teacher nowadays, but I'm learning. So yeah,
no no.
and I'm also a student, so of course I can understand that student and teacher what they think. Students are not taking serious, but teacher are taking serious for
Yeah.
responsibility.
And this is a really big responsibility. Like if you're taking the responsibility, so you have to sacrifice lots of things of yours, like like making fun and doing all funny activities into your life. You have to be a serious. You have to see yourself as a disciplined person all the time by adopting the good manner. So some of
Yeah,
time, we
you are
become,
right.
yeah, some of time we become very of irritate self by adopting these kinds of quality into our life. We just want to just break all the barrier and condition and just live our life like a crazy person. So because as a being considered after spending the big amount of time and adopting these kinds of quality into the life, they become irritating self like and they exhausted internally a lot. They just think about like I have gotten only the one life. Why I'm wasting by adopting these kinds of quality? I just want to spend my whole life like a crazy person, open minded. Right? Some of time we just think like that obsessively because by the having the maturity, it will be insisting you a lot. Forcefully, you have to adopt the good manner and showing other also. Right?
Yeah,
Have you ever noticed like Queen and King's movies? Their daughter always insisting by the ruling of their fathers, right? And
yeah,
at the end of time, they just fled away with any person. They want to make that person as a life partner of their life, and they make all the rule and condition. They just want to live their life like a common man. Why? Because they would be exhausted internally by following their father instruction and becoming as an idle person around the peoples, right?
yeah. That's why I want to continue my hobbies also, because if I will only teach, then it's not good for my life. I feel so
Yeah.
because I can totally understand. In my age, everyone is a student, okay,
Yeah.
and they are enjoying their life. They are going here and there, and when I see that, I felt that okay, I am taking responsibility, so I am not able to go anywhere properly. Like I
Yeah.
love to travel, so I'm not going anywhere. I feel that it's not good for me. I think
Yeah.
I have to teach, and also I have to create good life for myself, for
Yeah.
enjoying,
Yeah.
for fun, for learning, for everything.
Yeah,
Because
by
see,
adopting by
my
adopting the responsibility, you have to just get ahead yourself, becoming as a group member of any groups. You have to
yes,
lose all the freedom of becoming the member of any groups and making fun and living there just like that life. So
because
you do not
I
do like that.
know that my friends, it's my experience nowadays. I'm experiencing that my friends are having fun. They are enjoying their life. They are, I don't know, they are also nowadays what happened, we are too much serious for life, for career nowadays, but
Yeah,
although they are having fun, right? And they are getting time and they are making reels and all. So I also feel that okay, I am just teaching. I make also reel as a teacher, not as a my like artist or any kind of things like singing or what I love to sing. Like previously I used to sing a lot, even on video. So nowadays I'm not doing that because getting not time properly for investing in my singing. I
yeah,
feel
yeah,
sometimes that I should also enjoy my life. Nowadays I'm
yeah, yeah.
obsessed for the learning English and teaching. So I should get time for my singing also. I should make time.
Yeah, yeah. I can feel like you got some kinds of fear of losing your child character by adopting
Hmm.
these kinds of quality as a as a teacher. I can understand. But really, I will suggest you nowadays is not good for adopting any discipline and having any character of any educated person, yeah, experienced person. This is time to make fun only. Make better memories of your life
Exactly.
by reaching at the end of your levels. What kinds of memory will you remind at that time, right? You must create the better memory of your childhood because this time to make fun, right? Some
Yeah,
of time
exactly.
I also consider about myself why I'm much mature more than other. So some of
Mm.
time I also, you know, many of influencing by me after having conversation, I got the many of person becoming like that. But really, I do not want to show these kinds of message to other because some of time I also feeling internally like I'm talking like a very elder person, which I'm
Yeah,
not, right?
I felt also.
Yeah, because these kinds of feeling insisting me and changing my mentality, and I'm losing my childhood activities because still the time to making fun with other, and I also want to live like other people, right?
Hmm.
So
Exactly.
some of time, yeah, I'm also getting inferiority. You can consider fear, okay, unexpected fear, just like
Hmm.
I'm having now in you, right?
Yeah, yeah, I can totally understand. So I will also tell you that enjoy your life also. It's very important nowadays
Yeah,
because we don't know what will happen in future, right?
that's the bigger reason why the people are not taking seriously of any kinds of thing into their life, and why they do not want to make self discipline person because making discipline yourself you have to lose many um, unexpected actions into your life. You can't allow yourself to doing these kinds of unpredictable activity around the people, just like I'm having on the reel. People are creating a different kinds of character for the, reaching them, giving us as a smile, you know. So
Yeah.
even they have a very older person, and this time I'm having the one girls just cried a lot over the one Bhojpuri songs, and they got viral. So nowadays I'm having only their own videos. So I'm getting lots of elder person just fix their image over a video and creating some kinds of character like that girls. So it's not a looking suitable character of any everyone. Once instead of they are doing this kinds of because they they do not want to showing yeah I'm becoming the elder and I just adopted the responsibility of homes and etc. And I lost my child activity. No, instead of I can these kinds of
Yeah,
things also existed internally of me.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
So
and basically I understood like I don't have a requirement of learning much more, especially English, because I'm satisfied. Whatever I know now, I'm able to convey my thought in better manner to everyone, right?
exactly. I
Yeah,
must say that you have this quality to express yourself and explain what you are thinking. And it's
that is
a
called.
very difficulty for the people nowadays, like they can't explain themselves properly. Explaining is
Yeah,
great. So you can
that is
explain your
called.
thought, that's a big thing.
Yeah, yeah, ma'am. That is as I consider that you are learning any skill. That is mean this is communication skill. How better way you can explain to other, right?
Mm,
It is not big deal to having fluency at your English way. That is mean if you are better to convincing other. That is meaningful communication skills. Well, line communication skills. Without completing other students' proper sentence, you can grab the meaning before they deliver. Right.
yes,
That is called communication skill. You can observe the feeling of their expression and giving exact answer according to them. That is communication skill. Because whatever I said you, all the things you are relative, making relations, right? And you are
yes,
having the proper answer according from my sides. That is called
yes,
communication skills, right? And according to me, if you are talking only about this language, so you will have the limited sentence for mentioning. So you have to talk over the different kinds of topics as we talked today,
yes.
right?
It's really nice topic we have talked, right? I felt
Yeah,
that I didn't think about that we will talk in this topic, but yeah, we talked.
because
And
whenever I talked with anyone, I always put my own situation on topic. I'm bringing them over here. Okay, this will never anyone talk to you. I really guaranteed. I give you. No one will talk
mm,
you like that because they have fixed the boundaries of making sentence over only their communication skills.
yes. Mm-hmm.
Apart from you can't expect for having any kinds of conversation relative of any relations, yeah, any reality of the any peoples. Okay,
Yes.
but
But
yeah,
we are having conversation like a very natural and
we are just
reality.
talking. Yeah, we are just talking as a reality. In the reality, the people can discuss to each other,
Mm, yes.
right? Ultimately, the people have only desire to making conversation like that. But before we are talking, so we are really blessed, right?
Yes. I'm so blessed for having you. Like, I didn't think about that with YouTuber. I will talk in this topic. So you are my second one. First one I talked with Jadu. Do you know about him?
I know.
Yeah, I talked with him, and you are second one. So I'm learning a lot of things nowadays. I'm really grateful for that.
Thank you. It's my really pleasure because I always try to giving my experience to others so people can get educate self by me. If I'm helping them, that is really good for me. I believe to
Yeah.
helping people. It's a really give me tremendous feeling internally. Okay.
Okay.
And motivating me a lot, inspire me a lot to do work over a lot. Okay. Because
Yes.
before
You
time
have
now,
been
I
amazing work.
just wanted to become as a motivational speaker.
Oh
Okay.
wow. Okay.
Yeah. I think that kinds of desire it's going to be a come true nowadays, according to me. I can explain to anyone well manner, right?
Exactly. You can do that. And
Yeah.
now you are communicating, so it's good for the motivational speaker also,
Hmm.
You can inspire people.
Yeah.
Communicating to people so you are understanding what is in their mind or what they need. You're helping people. So motivational speaker, what they do, they inspire people, they talk with people, they try to understand them, and they talk like a motivational, right?
Yeah. When I talk to anyone now, I'm observing their face quality, their expression, as well as what they are thinking, considering. I'm just addressing internally. What kinds
Oh,
of like answer I should be giving them. So that would be relatively of their concern.
wow.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm working multiple way. I'm not only talking about communication and skills and language and etc. Because this is the way of connecting with the peoples,
Well,
right?
hmm.
I'm only considering because I have no requirement of learning this language. I just want to learn the human mentality, psychological,
Yes, yes.
what they are thinking, what
You
way are
want
they
to talk.
talking. Many
Yes,
things I'm very obsessive to learn. Okay,
yes, yes.
so that's why I always try to helping other.
Yeah, it's a
Okay.
really great work you are doing. So keep continue with that, and I hope you will grow very soon. on your
Thank
YouTube
you.
so that you can connect with a lot of people.
Thank you, ma'am. You're right. And yeah, I also learned many things from you, ma'am.
Thank you so much. So, this much for today, right? It was really, really nice conversation.
Mhm.
I have learned from you a lot of things.
Me too, also. Okay. And I told you only one thing. Do not establish any kinds of barrier into your life and don't requirement of becoming the very disciplined person, especially in this age, because you this time to make fun only.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. Okay.
Be open minded your life. Yeah, enjoy.
Yes.
Bye.
Okay, bye. Thank you.